What's up, everyone? This is H.A. Duke, and I'm about to start streaming RCW Rampage Episode 2. Now, this is the, of course, the relaunch of RCW, reboot, however you want to call it. And this is the second episode. If you missed the first episode, make sure you go back to this channel and watch that. I crowned the first RCW World Champion on that episode, so make sure you check that out. And I'm just posting the link now on my Facebook chat so that my friends will see it in case they want to watch it live. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the card. And as always, I'll be muting my mic, letting the matches play out, and then we'll go back and talk about all the fallouts and repercussions of everything pertaining to what's going on within RCW. Now, this is RCW Rampage, so this is actually the created calls. Not the celebrity side. The celebrity side, of course, is Showdown. So I'll be streaming that one probably tomorrow. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the card. Now, kicking things off here, I'm starting off a tournament here on Rampage to determine who's going to RCW Resurrection at the end of the month to compete for the RCW 6-man tag team titles. This is going to be something new in RCW because I've got so many stables on both Rampage and Showdown. I thought it would be pretty awesome to be able to throw these guys together and actually have 6-man tag matches and put in some 6-man tag titles. I'm not sure how it's going to play out in Universe Mode. It may work, it may not, but I'm going to give it a shot. If it ends up showing disastrous and just isn't going to play out the way I planned, then I'll probably just go ahead and eliminate it. But anyhow, this is going to be the first matchup. It's going to be the Carnival of the Damned, Adam, Beelzebub, and Ryan. And they will be taking on the Main Event Nation, which is made up of Aaron Fletcher, Jason Richardson, and Wu-Tang Man Duke Ammons. And in the second half of the Rampage side of the tournament, it's going to be the United Order, Dean Barron, Daniel Barber, and Heath Ammons taking on RIOT, which is Rage, Ian Mitchell, and Isaiah Bolyard. Now, the two winning teams of these two matches will go on to next week's episode of Rampage to compete in the final match, and the winning team of that, of course, will go to HCW or RCW Resurrection at the end of the month, and they will compete against whichever 6-man tag team won the tournament on the Showdown side. So we're actually going to get to see, this will probably be one of the only times that you're going to see guys from Showdown competing against guys from Rampage, because I want to try to keep it separated, but at the same time, I thought something like this might be kind of fun to watch. So we'll see how it all plays out. The third card of the match is going to be Yugo Ryan. He's defending the HCW Iron Ring Championship in a Yugo's Iron Ring Rules match against Raymond Willis. And basically, Yugo's Iron Ring Rules, it's a 10-minute Iron Ring match. I believe it's no DQ. I'm not 100% certain. But whoever gets the most falls in that amount of time wins the Iron Ring Championship. Now, Yugo Ryan, it's actually pretty interesting. If you watched the last episode of RCW Rampage and you saw the Elimination Chamber matchup, you can see for yourself how awesome Yugo Ryan did in that match. I mean, incredible showing in that matchup. Really propelled himself up the roster rankings for a potential RCW World Championship title shot in the very near future. So we'll see how all that plays out. Our fourth match, now I know I said that I was going to do this at RCW Resurrection, but I decided it was best to go ahead and get all the champions crowned as soon as possible. That way I can go into RCW Resurrection and actually have the title matches. I like to do it better that way rather than crowning the champions at the CPV. Just go ahead and have champions already established and hopefully have a couple of weeks to build up some feuds before the CPV event. But either way, these were the two ladies that won their respective Battle Royal matches to make it this far to the championship. It's going to be Grace Jiminez taking on Poison. And, of course, Poison is part of the stable known as Toxic, along with Arson and Bromine and, of course, Biohazard. Now, Biohazard will be accompanying Poison to the ring, so we'll see how that plays out. Grace Jiminez, she is a former women's champion within the ranks of HCW. This is Poison's first opportunity at any gold. So this should be a pretty cool matchup. We'll see if Biohazard's presence is any type of effect towards Grace Jiminez as far as trying to win this match. And in our main event, we're going to be crowning the RCW World Tag Team Champions. Gosh knows if I can get that out right. RCW World Tag Team Champions. It's going to be Reckless Abandon 2.0, David Webster and Steven Slater taking on Toxic, made up of Arson and Bromine, and Poison, of course, will be in their corner. Now, this is the first opportunity for Poison, or for the Toxics, to win RCW Gold. Now, David Webster, he is a former multiple-time tag team champion. Of course, he was tag team champion with HCW Hall of Famer Chris Campbell several years back. So he's looking to try to get more gold here. He's picked up Steven Slater a couple of years ago, formed Reckless Abandon 2.0, and they are wanting to become RCW World Tag Team Champions. Will they be able to accomplish that feat here tonight? We'll have to wait and see. Now, I'm expecting this to be kind of a lengthy show because of the six-man tag matches. Hopefully not. We'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to try to put about a 15 to 20-minute cap time limit on each of those six-man tag matches, and we'll see how it goes. You know, if it ends up being like 20 minutes and they're still going and it doesn't look like there's going to be an end in sight, then I'm probably going to go ahead and just pull the plug and just go ahead and declare a winner by, you know, unanimous decision. I'll figure it out. You know, I'll just play it by ear. I just don't want to end up having, you know, two 45-minute matches on this episode of Rampage. I want to kind of conserve that for the CPVs. So we're going to go ahead and kick things off. I hope you guys enjoy this show. If you do, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Post your comments. Let me know what you guys think. And I will see you guys on the other side. All right, guys. So that concludes this episode of RCW Rampage. I'm going to go back over the what's happened real quick here. Go back to the very beginning. All right. So the very first match, of course, was a six-man tag match for the first round of the six-man tag team title tournament. We saw the main event Nation defeat the Carnival of the Damned, and that was actually a pretty good match, I thought. It went back and forth a lot. I honestly thought that Carnival of the Damned had it won a couple of times there, but the main event Nation, they just held true. Aaron Fletcher came in, he batted clean up, hit the lights, camera, action on Beelzebub, and that was pretty much it, man. The rest is written in the books. Pretty awesome matchup, and next week they'll be taking on RIOT. Is Ian Mitchell, Rage, and Isaiah Boyard. They defeated the United Order. Now, this match was actually kind of shocking. I was really shocked at Isaiah Boyard. He got in the match, and he never tagged back out. He took everything the United Order had, and then some. I mean, all three of these guys, Daniel Barber, Dean Barron, and Heath Ammons, all three beat him down, gave him everything they had. And there was several times that Isaiah would make a reversal or he regained the initiative and stuff and kind of get things back into the favor of RIOT, but he wouldn't tag out. He stayed in the match, and I honestly thought this was going to cost RIOT the victory in this match. But he kept fighting, and he kept clawing and digging for everything he was worth, and he ended up making Daniel Barber tap out. Now, Daniel Barber, making him tap out is a huge accomplishment. I mean, Daniel Barber's submission prowess and his technical skills go way back. I mean, to make him tap out in a match is really saying something. So that was pretty awesome. Now, I don't know if Isaiah maybe felt like he had something to prove to Rage and Ian Mitchell, because Rage and Ian Mitchell are former multiple-time tag team champions within the ranks of HCW, and it's not very often that we see all three members of RIOT teaming up together. So maybe that's what it amounted to. Maybe Isaiah just felt like he needed to prove his worth to the team and secure that victory for the team. But all I know is that next week it's going to be the main event Nation versus RIOT, and the winning team will move on to RCW Resurrection at the end of the month to take on whichever six-man team from Showdown wins their tournament for the six-man tag team titles. So hopefully, Isaiah, maybe he'll be more of a team player next week. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Our first of 3 title matches on this show. I can't even call this a title match. I mean, this was kind of a joke in a way. Yugo Ryan, once again, back to his old tactics, just picking random people that have no business being in a wrestling ring to begin with to defend his HCW Iron Ring Championship against. We saw the likes here. He actually pinned a guy 5 times and made him tap out once in a 10-minute time limit. There, end of the match. I mean, it's like 12 seconds left in the match. He's got the kid outside the ring, and he hits the superiority complex again on the floor with like 2 seconds left to go. I mean, there was just no point in that. I can't take anything away from Yugo Ryan. He's an incredible competitor. Don't get me wrong. He's had this belt now for 929 days, okay? He won it by defeating Isaiah Boyard back in HCW Season 1 on February the 26th, 2016. So that just goes to tell you how long he's had this title. Now, he successfully defended it, counting today. He successfully defended his championship 10 times in this 2.5 year period that he's held the title in HCW affiliated leagues. Now, my question is when is somebody really going to step up? Now I can't really say much about the people that he's defended the title against. I mean, he's defended it against some pretty awesome people. I mean, we saw at Uprising 5, he successfully defended against Osiris. That was, pretty freaking awesome. He has defended the title successfully against Isaiah Boyard. I believe that he has defended it successfully against Wu-Tang Man. I could be wrong with that one, but I think he did beat Wu-Tang Man. So, I mean, he's beat some pretty awesome guys. But then he goes and he defends it against these no-names. Like this guy here today. He also had a defense against Nacho Hogan about a year ago. So, I want to see Yugo in the ring against somebody awesome. Somebody with some class. I want to see them really put the test to Yugo Ryan. So the question now is, within the ranks of RCW, is who is going to step up and really challenge Yugo for that title. Only time will tell. Our next title match, Poison and Grace Jimenez. This one shocked me, fans. It really did. Poison dominated this match from bell to bell. I mean, Grace Jimenez got very little, if any, offense in this match whatsoever. I was really shocked, coming from a former HCW Women's Champion in the likes of Grace, that she just failed the Poison the way she did. I don't know if maybe she wasn't prepared. Maybe she overlooked Poison. I don't know what happened. But Poison went in there and dominated it. And she took that RCW Women's Championship home with her. And she's got it tight in her clutches now. And I have to wonder if there's any woman on the roster right now that's going to be able to take it away from her after the showcase and the showing that she had here today on this episode of Rampage to win the championship. It's going to take a whole lot to get that title away from her. And Biohazard was not even a factor. He didn't even get involved. He just stood at the side of the ring and just watched patiently as Poison just dominated. I mean, that's the only word you can use for it, is pure domination. Credible win. Congratulations to Poison for becoming the first RCW Women's Champion in RCW's rebirth. And in our main event, Poison comes out once again. She's in the corner of the Toxics to take on Reckless Abandon 2.0 for the RCW World Tag Team Championship. Now, this match is another one that kind of shocked me. I expected it to be a great match. I mean, Toxics, I knew they were going to come out firing all cylinders because they wanted to secure this victory. They wanted to win the titles. And I figured, Reckless Abandon 2.0 were going to be the same way. David Webster wants to be tag team champion once again. It looked like Reckless Abandon were on the way to victory. They were going to secure it. I mean, they did dominate most of the matchup. They had, a lot of frequent tags. They kept the ring isolated, kept one of the Toxic members in their corner of the ring for the majority of the match, basically kept control of everything. And then just out of nowhere, we see Arson just lock in a submission hold on Steven Slater and cause Slater to tap out. I mean, that blew my mind. A lot of tap outs in this show. I mean, we saw Daniel Barber tap out, Grace Jimenez tapped out, and then Steven Slater tapped out. So maybe this is a new trend here in RCW. Maybe these guys feel like, if I can beat you by making you tap out, I can put enough hurt and enough pain on you to the point where you say, I can't take any more, I quit. That's more of a defeat than me just holding your shoulders to the mat for 3 seconds. So I don't know. Maybe this is a new trend. We'll have to wait and see. But to me, I thought that was pretty freaking awesome. And the Toxics now, in their camp, hold the RCW World Tag Team titles and the RCW Women's Championship. So Biohazard, he's pretty open now. He can go for the Iron Ring or the World. It's really going to be interesting to see what Biohazard does. I wouldn't mind seeing Biohazard chase Omega down and see another classic match between them two. Biohazard had a huge push going in EFW, and he actually defeated Omega in one of their matches. So Biohazard's got the ability to do it. If anybody in the RCW roster can beat Omega and take that title away from him, it would be Biohazard. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment for more RCW. I'll probably do RCW Showdown either tomorrow or Friday, and that'll take care of that episode, and we'll be just a little over, right at 2 weeks away from the first RCW CPV event. All right, guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time when I stream RCW Showdown. This is H.A. Duke, signing out.